What's up guys? Welcome back sa ating channel. Again, this is your math teacher, Sir Gaor. Ready na po ba tayong matuto ng panibagong math lesson? So kung ready na po, we are going to study today adding and subtracting rational algebraic expressions. Okay, kung sa tingin nyo natuto kayo sa video na to, please like this video. You may also comment in the comment section. At para sa mga hindi pa natin subscribers, please subscribe. Okay, so gaya po nung nakasanayan natin sa ating channel, let's have first our drill. So I hope ready na po ang inyong materials. Yung drill natin for today, pang elementary lang, elementary lesson. That is how to add or subtract similar or dissimilar fractions. Okay, so we are asked to add or subtract the following and express the answers in lowest term. Okay, so recall natin ang elementary lesson natin. Good luck! Kung tapos na po, let us check our answers. Number 1, we have similar fractions because both denominators are 9. So again, to add similar fractions or subtract similar fractions, so just copy the denominator and add or subtract the numerators. But 6/9 is not yet in the lowest term. The lowest term of that is 2/3. Kahit po hindi nakalagay dito sa directions na i-lowest term, so automatic or it's a must na ibigay yung final answer sa lowest term. Okay, for number 2, similar fractions still. So we have 11/5 or 11 minus 5 rather. 11 minus 5 is 6. Copy the denominator 12. The lowest term of 6/12 is 1/2. For number 3, still similar fractions. So 8 minus 13, that's negative 5. Copy the denominator 15. So negative 5/15. And the lowest term is negative 1/3. For number 4, so we have dissimilar fractions. Again, ano ba ang concept ng dissimilar fractions, ng pag-add or subtract ng dissimilar fractions? Ang kailangan mahanap ay yung similar, ang equivalent fraction ni 5/6 at saka equivalent fractions ni 2/9, pero dapat similar sila. Okay? So, equivalent ng dalawang yan, pero dapat maging similar. So, ang gagawin dun, again, to do that, you have to get the LCD. So, the LCD of 6 and 9, or the least common denominator. Okay, so the LCD of 6 and 9 is 18. 6, 12, 18, and 9, then 18. Then afterwards, to get the numerators, 18 divided by 6 is 3. 3 times 5 na nasa taas, so we'll have 15. So, divide and multiply yung operations doon. So, 18 divided by 9 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So, ito na yung dalawang equivalent fractions. Ito yung equivalent fractions ni 5/6. And ito yung equivalent fractions ni 2/9. At the same time, similar na rin yung kanilang denominator. Kaya, similar fractions na sila. Okay? So, pwede na natin i-add, kagaya ng ginagawa natin kanina. So, 15 plus 4 is 19. And copy the denominator, 18. So, the answer is 19/18. We don't need to change it into mixed numbers anymore. So, sa high school, sa college, hindi na talaga nare-require na ilagay pa sa mixed number. Unless, kailangan mong mahanap yung whole number niya. No? Pero, as long as it is in the lowest term, so, yan na yung final answer. Okay? Next. Okay, the LCD of 5 or 12 and 4 is 12. Then, 12 divided by 12, 12 divided by 12 is 1. 1 times dun sa 7 sa taas. 1 times 7 is 7. Copy the subtraction. So, we have 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times the other 3. So, we'll have 9. Okay. So, we'll have 7 12s minus 9 12s. 7 minus 9 is negative 2. Copy the denominator, 12. Lowest term na lang yung ating answer. So, it's now negative 1/6. Okay, so I hope you got a score of 5. Pero kung hindi, ipaki-recall po or paki-practice yung pag-add or subtract ng dissimilar fractions. Kasi kakailanganin natin yon para sa lesson natin for today. Okay, so let's now go to our topic for today, which is addition and subtraction of rational algebraic expressions. Okay, so let's have first a review. addition and subtraction of similar fractions. So, yun nga yung kanina, no, sa drill na natin. So, let's just give the rules. If we have A over B plus or minus C over B, so they are similar fractions, pareha silang denominator na B. So, add or subtract the numerator or the numerators and copy the same denominator. So, kinokopya lang yung denominator. Again, provided, alam niyo na yung susulat sa ilalim, provided that B is not equal to 0. Kasi pag nag-0 yung B, it will be undefined. Okay? So, bawal mag-0 yung B. Alright. Steps in adding or subtracting rational algebraic expressions or RAE. First one is to add or subtract the numerators and divide by their common denominators. So, i-add lang yung numerators, add or subtract the numerators, tapos divide by their denominators or copy the same denominators. Simplify the result. Okay, so simplify na natin. So, i-add na yung mga like terms. Okay, examples. Add or subtract the given rational algebraic expressions. So, we can see they are similar fractions. Pareha sila, ang denominator ay m plus n. M plus n, tapos m plus n. Okay, so just copy the m plus n. And then, the first one, m minus 7n. So, enclosed in parentheses natin. Plus, the second one, also enclosed in parentheses. Napaka-importante ng parentheses, lalo na dun sa pangalawa, at kung ito ay minus, ha? So, do not forget the parentheses kasi madidistribute yung negative sign. Again, always put parentheses first, most especially if it is subtraction. Kung addition, kahit wag na, pero pag subtraction, it is a must. Or else, pag hindi mo nilagyan ng parentheses dito, at minus, so magkakamali na ng answer. Okay, so removing the grouping symbols. So, total, positive naman yung mga nasa harap ng grouping symbols na yan. So, hindi naman magbabago yung sign. So, the same pa rin, tinanggal lang yung grouping symbols. But again, important yung grouping symbols sa subtraction. Okay, so yung m, i-combine dun sa isa pang m. So, pinagtabi lang. Yung negative 7n, i-combine sa positive 9n. So, add, or simplify nga sabi, or add similar terms, or like terms. Okay, so m plus m is 2m. And then, negative 7n plus 9n, that is positive n. Okay. So, mukhang may common factor tayo dito. Mukhang may common factor tayo dito sa 2m, at saka dito sa 2n. So, ang common nila ay, of course, 2. So, ilalabas na yung 2. So, ang matitira dun sa una ay m. At sa pangalawa, nilabas din yung 2 niya. So, therefore, we have n. May makakancel? Kita na ba may makakancel? Ayun. So, makakancel yung m plus n nila. So, may iwan na lang sa baba or sa taas yung 1. Tapos sa baba, 1 din. So, therefore, that is now 2 over 1 or simply 2. So, therefore, that's our final answer. Next, number 2. Okay, again, similar fractions. Pagpapansinin yung denominator, lahat ng denominators ay x squared minus 25. Okay, so therefore, pagsasama-samahin na lang natin yung numerators. X squared plus 2x minus 25. Okay, so mukhang factorable yung x squared plus 2x minus 25. O, sige, recall natin. Bigyan natin ng konting tip ulit sa factoring. Okay, so factors of negative 15 that will produce a sum of 2. So, nakalagay na rito lahat ng factors ng negative 15. So, ano daw dyan? Yung magpo-produce ng sum ng 2. So, kailangan kasi natin, ang target kasi natin dito, makuha dapat natin itong positive 2 na to from the factors of this one, negative 15. Nakita nyo na po ba kung ano sa apat na yan? Okay, so yun pong pangatlo. So, pag minultiply, negative 15, pero pag inad yung negative 3 plus 5, positive 2 ang lalabas. So, therefore, ang factors na natin, yung sa negative 3, x minus 3. Dun sa positive 5, x plus 5. Para ma-recall po dun sa mga hindi pa rin sanay mag-factor ng quadratic trinomial. Kaya nilagay ko po yan ngayon. Alright, so very obvious na siguro yung denominators, yung factor ng denominator. It is x minus 5 and x plus 5. Okay, so yun, kakancel na tayo. Anong makakancel? Of course, the x plus 5. At ang matitira, x minus 3 all over x minus 5. And that is the answer. Let's go to example number 3. Oh, so example number 3, pagpapansinin natin itong denominator, sabi natin similar Pero mukhang hindi naman sila similar kasi magkaiba. So ano kayang pwede natin gawin dyan? Mukhang baligtad lang Dapat AB, eto BA. So pagbaligtarin natin. So alam na natin yung technique dyan, di ba? So ang gagawin natin, kinopya muna yung first addend. Okay, kinopya yung positive sign or plus sign. Kinopya yung numerator. So, anong gagawin sa kanya? Yan, binaligtad na para parehas na sila. Parehas na silang ax squared minus bx squared. So, ang kulang na lang dahil binaligtad natin yung minus, lalagyan natin ng negative sign sa labas. So, ganun po yun. Okay, so similar na ulit yung ating denominator or yung denominators or yung fractions rather. Similar na yung ating fractions. Kaya lang ang problema itong dalawang to, plus, negative. So, ang gagawin dyan, total may ganyan, ay ganito po. Pagsasamahin na lang natin. So, yung plus negative na yan, as 1, so pag kinumbine natin yung positive and negative, so negative na lang siya. So, parang multiplication of signs. Positive times positive is positive. Negative times negative is positive. Positive negative will produce negative, and negative positive will produce negative also. Okay? Similar na tayo. So, yon. Similar ng ating denominators. Nabago lang yung sign natin. Instead of plus kanina, naging minus na. Kasi nga dahil doon sa ginawa nating strategy para sila maging similar. Okay, so anong ginawa rito? Pinagsama na sila. So therefore, since they are similar fractions, yung ax squared na to, pinagsama na dito sa isang numerator na lang or sa isang fraction na lang silang lahat. And factorable yata. Okay, yung factors ng numerator or factor ng numerator ay x. So may iwan ay a squared minus b squared. Yung factor ng denominator ay x squared. So nilabas yung x squared, ang matitira ay a minus b. Okay? So that's factoring by GCMF. Alright, so kinopya lang yung denominators. Kasi mukhang factorable pa yung numerator natin, a squared minus b squared, no? Okay, so anong factors ng a squared minus b squared? That is DTS. Of course, that is a plus b times a minus b. Okay, cancel na. So, 1 na lang yung exponent ng nasa ilalim. Yung nasa ibabaw na cancel out na. And then, yung a minus b nawala na rin. So, naubos na yung denominator natin or may natira pa palang x, no? Therefore, that is now a plus b all over x. So, therefore, that's our answer. Naging simple na lang siya. Okay, let's have a short review about addition and subtraction of dissimilar fractions. Okay, doon na lang tayo sa rule. If we have a over b plus or minus c over d, so we have dissimilar fractions kasi magkaiba yung ating denominators. Therefore, get the LCD. The LCD of b and d is of course bd. Okay, to get the numerators, bd divided by b. So, parehas may b, kaya makakancel yung b as in boy. So, may iwan ay yung d as in dog. Okay, yung d na yun, imumultiply doon sa numerator na nandito sa ibabaw. So, that is the a. So, times a. So, therefore, that's ad. And then, for this one, we have bd divided by d. So, makakancel out yung d, ang may iwan yung b as in boy. Times yung c sa taas. So, we'll have BC. Baka iniisip nyo, ika-cancel to ha. Hindi po ito, hindi ka-cancel yung D dito. Hindi po siya ika-cancel. Kasi pag kinancel out nyo yan, ang matitira A over B ulit. Babalik lang tayo dun sa original. So, hindi po ganon. Hindi po natin siya ika-cancel out. Pagsasamahin na natin yung dalawa, ito rin, hindi rin natin ika-cancel out. Yung B, hindi natin ika-cancel out kasi babalik lang tayo sa CD. So, pagsasamahin na lang natin sila into a single fraction. Okay, do not forget, where B is not equal to 0 and D is not equal to 0. Okay, so alam na po natin yung reason dun. Para hindi sila maging undefined. Okay, so let's now have the steps in adding or subtracting dissimilar rational algebraic expressions. The first one is to factor each denominator completely. So yun pa lang gagawin. So magfo-focus muna tayo sa denominator. Ipa-factor natin completely yung denominator. Afterwards, get the LCD of all the fractions or the least common denominator of all the fractions. Then afterwards, change their equivalent fractions using the LCD. So, yun nga yung gagamitan ng divide and then multiply. And then number 4, proceed to addition or subtraction of similar rational expressions. So, magiging similar na sila kasi nakuha na natin yung equivalent fractions. So, kagaya na lang siya nung kanina. Okay? Let's now go to the examples on how to add or subtract rational algebraic expressions. Okay, so dissimilar na tayo ngayon. 3x squared yung denominator, tapos 4x naman yung isang denominator. Okay. So the first problem is, so kailangan marunong muna tayong kumuha dito ng LCD. So paano ba ng pagkuha ng LCD ng ganyan? So find the LCD of 3x squared and 4x. Okay, of course, the LCD of 3 and 4, kunin natin yung mga numerical coefficients. 3 and 4, the LCD of that is 12. So, alam na natin yan. And for the next one, yung x squared naman, itong x squared na to, at saka yung x naman. So, for x squared and x, ang LCD nun ay yung x squared. Yung mas mataas na exponent ang pipiliin palagi kapag LCD. So, remember, sa LCD, yung mas mataas na exponent. Kung i-recall natin yung GCF naman, yung pinakamababang exponent naman. Okay? So, wag mong pagbabalik ta rin ha. LCD ang pipiliin ay yung may pinakamataas na exponent. Sa GCF, ang pipiliin ay yung may pinakamababang exponent. Okay, so therefore, the LCD of the fractions, etong dalawang fractions na to, ang LCD na niya, pagsasamahin natin yung 12 tsaka yung x squared, we have 12x squared. Okay, so yun na yung ating LCD. Okay, and then after getting the LCD, alam na natin yung next processes, yung mga next process doon, di ba? Divide and multiply. Okay, so let's continue. Ayun yung ating LCD. So, i-divide na lang natin dito, 12x squared divided by 3x squared. 12x squared divided by 3x squared is, of course, 4. 4 times yung numerator sa taas na 5, so 4 times 5. And then, for the next one, 12x squared divided by 4x. So, 12 divided by 4 is 3. Tapos, yung x squared divided by x is x na lang. So, 3x ang matitira. 3x times, may 3 pa tayo sa ibabaw. So, we have 3x times 3. So, ganun lang po siya kasimple. Okay, so, again, kinopya lang yung denominators. Tapos, i-perform na natin, simplify na natin yung mga numerators. 4 times 5 is 20. 3x times 3 is 9x. Okay, so, pinagsama na sila. Kasi nga, similar fractions na sila. Therefore, that's 20 minus 9x all over 12x squared. Mukhang wala ng common factor or common factors yung 20 minus 9x na nasa ibabaw. Kaya, yan na yung ating final answer. Let's proceed to example number 2. So, we have x over x minus 1 minus 2 over x squared minus 1. So, dissimilar pa rin yung ating denominators. Okay, but the question now is, paano na yung pagkuha ng LCD kapag ganyan? Now, unlike yung kanina kasi monomial eh. So, this time, we have a binomial. So, dito na papasok yung sinasabi dun sa step na factor the denominators completely. Okay. So, to get the LCD, or to find the LCD of, x minus 1 and x squared minus 1. That is our problem. Okay, so paano bang pagkuha? Factor daw. Pero yung x minus 1, hindi naman factorable. Kaya, yung x minus 1 will remain as x minus 1. Kasi hindi na siya factorable. Etong factorable pa to, factorable pa yung x squared minus 1, so ipa-factor natin. Okay, so yan yung factors ng x squared minus 1. Quantity x minus 1 times the quantity x plus 1. Naglagay na lang ako ng color coding. Okay, para mas madaling makita. So, ang meron tayo x minus 1 na naka-red, at meron tayong x plus 1 na naka-blue. So, ibig sabihin, yung LCD natin, ayun ang dalawang yon. So, yung mga unique ang kukuhanin natin. No? Pag dalawang beses or tatlong beses na nakalagay, isang beses pa rin isusulat dito sa ating LCD. So, therefore, the LCD of the fractions is x minus 1 times the quantity x plus 1. Okay, so makakakuha na tayo ngayon ng equivalent fractions. So, lagay natin yung LCD. Ayun. Itong LCD na una para doon sa first fraction. Ito naman ay para sa, or denominator na pangalawa, para doon sa second fraction. Okay, so this one, x minus 1 times the quantity x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. Madali lang to. Yung parehas lang makakancel. Ano ang parehas? Yung x minus 1. Ito may x minus 1, siya rin may x minus 1. Matatanggal na yung x minus 1. Ang may iwan ay itong x plus 1. So, x plus 1 ang matitira. Do not forget, ita-times pa natin yun sa numerator. Dun sa x. So, yeah, x plus 1 times x. The process are divide and multiply. Okay, so ganun din gagawin natin dito. Dun sa pangalawa, x minus 1 times x plus 1 divided by x squared minus 1. So, remember yung x squared minus 1, ito rin yun ha. Ito rin yung x squared minus 1. Naka-factored form lang yung isa, pero the same lang sila. So, pag dinivide natin yung the same, ang lalabas doon, syempre, ay 1. So, x squared minus 1 ay x minus 1, x plus 1 pa rin. Times yung 2 na nasa taas. So, 1 times 2. Okay? And then, so we may now proceed. Ayun. So, kinopya pa rin yung ating denominators. And afterwards, sinimplify na. So, yung x plus 1 times x, dinistribute na yung x dito sa ibabaw. Dinistribute na siya. Dinistribute dito sa x. So, x times x is x squared. 1 times x is x. And then, 1 times 2 is of course 2. So, 2 siya. Okay, tanggalin mo natin yung mga... Okay. So, let's proceed. Ayan na. Parehas na sila ng denominator or similar fractions na sila. So, pag didikitin na lang natin yung nasa ibabaw. Magsasamahin na lang natin yung x squared plus x tsaka itong minus 2. Dahil parehas na yung kanilang denominators. Ayun. So, pinagsama na sila into a single fraction. Pero yung numerator, factorable pa yata, no? Factorable pa yung numerator. Factors of negative 2 na magpo-produce ng 1, ng positive 1. So, that is positive 2 and negative 1. Okay. So, therefore, yun. So, yun yung positive 2. Tapos, ito naman yung negative 1. Of course, cancel na natin yung pwedeng i-cancel. So, ang matitira ay x plus 2 all over x plus 1. And that is our answer. In order for you to learn mathematics, you have to do mathematics. Okay, so now it's our time for try this. It's time for you to practice what you have learned. So you are asked to perform each indicated operation. Good luck! Okay, are you done? So let's now check your answers. So again, I hope you got a perfect score. Pero kung hindi po kayo naka-perfect score, paki-counter check na lang kung saan po kayo nagkamali para mas maintindihan nyo palalo yung ating lesson for today. And I hope you learned something new. Again, kung may natutunan po kayo, please like the video, comment in the comment section, and please subscribe para sa mga hindi pa natin subscribers. And I hope to see you again in our next videos. What's up, guys?